And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Once again, Discord just does not like detecting whether or not I'm actually streaming and going into streamer mode on its own. But that's okay, because that won't be the only thing that goes silly today. I'm almost certain of it. It's going to be one of those days. Anyway, welcome back. It's great to have you here. We're going to jump right into some Create Mod and see if I can get some of this fun stuff made that I need to make. So, yes, how you doing this fine Tuesday? It's definitely Tuesday. I remember. I know what days of the week are. Anyway. Hang on. Sorry, I need to turn on the fan. It is hot here, and that kind of sucks. So, today I need to make toffee and caramel, which is going to be great. And butterscotch, maybe. We'll see about that. But definitely chocolate, toffee, and caramel. And each of these things, toffee, to make toffee, I have to heat sugar and butter. Caramel, I have to heat sugar. And actually, even the butterscotch, I don't, I have to heat brown sugar. But the brown sugar you get by heating cane syrup into molasses and doing stuff. So I need to be able to heat blaze burners. And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to pump some lava from that tank over there over here. Okay? It seems like a fairly reasonable thing to do. So let's get some pumps here and let's see, what else am I going to need? Probably a few of these. So my inventory is a horrible, horrible mess. Which is actually fairly normal. I was going to say, this is unusual. No, there's nothing unusual about this. This is in fact pretty normal. I do want to see if I have... Wow, am I totally out of shaft? Oh, no, I've got a couple more there. It's not going to be enough. I'm going to have to go grab some more. Maybe even make some more, which would be annoying. But 'tis a thing that will have to happen. It is. So, we'll see about that. But first things first. I want to get this going. Okay? And I want to get this going because, one, I'm going to need the power. I'm going to need to run that power all the way over here for this factory with the toffee, but also for a cookie factory that will come later. Okay? Great. But what I want to do here, let's get a little dirt. Coming up next to this, yeah, I think that'll work, is I want to run this pipe this way. Because what I'll do is I'll just tap right into the power here so I can pump the lava out of the tank to where I need it to go. Okay? Hopefully that seems reasonable. Okay, so that's going to go that way, and then this will come this way. I don't know if it's going to matter. I was going to say, do I want to try to make it go straight? I don't think so. I think we're just going to bring it this way. Or, some semblance of this way anyway. Something copper this way comes. For your steampunk Macbeth here. That's going to be great. Okay. All right. So that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think we'll be okay if I put a pump there. I'm not going to put that pump there at all, but at least not yet. It'll go there eventually. But we can move on, right? Right. All right. So then the other fun is that we're going to run this out this way. So I think I don't have enough. Well, we're certain I don't have enough stuff here. All right. Let us make some more fluid pipe. Awesome. Okay. So that's going to come this way, and then I'm going to run some power over there. Something fun and exciting, I'm sure. It is going all right, Lady Tavona. It is going all right. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Oh, it's definitely a day. We are gonna cook some sugar and make all sorts of sweet stuff. It's gonna be great. I think for reasons, I'm gonna bring this way. And then we'll bring it over here. Well, that loop seems silly. You're doing okay. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, there are lots of ways that we could be doing, and hopefully okay is good enough. All right. Cool. So we'll do this. Now, okay, so basically all this is going to have to do is power some a spout so that we can feed lava into things. Okay. Because I need to put lava in buckets. Heck, I even have a spout. Oh, well, this is convenient. All right. So that'll go roughly there. Okay. So now let's figure out where everything else is going to go. Because we've got sugar coming down this way. Actually, we've got lots of things coming down this way. So why don't we run stuff across here? Something like this. Belts. I have belts. Okay. So we'll run something along this way. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit funky. Also, I'm going to have to be... Well, that's not where that's going to go at all. Well, that doesn't matter. That's going to be feeding the lava, so, which I can handle differently. So, all right. All right. What am I doing? So, here's where I get confused, okay? It's happening fairly early in the stream today. You know, I'm used to being confused in the stream. Just usually it takes more than maybe 10 minutes before I get started, before the confusion to really set in. But here we are. So here's the plan. This is going to be item drop-off for all the stuff that's coming in here, which is mostly going to be sugar and wheat and butter and stuff, okay? Chocolate, things like that, okay? Wonderful. Really, only the sugar and the butter are needed for this particular build, right? For my toffee adventures, I really only need those two things. Everything else is going to go to the cookie factory, which will be, I don't know, over here somewhere. The cookie shop is going on this plot, so that's the plan. So I think what I need to do then is, do I want to do it with tunnels? When I could do it with tunnels and bring all of the sugar and stuff this way, that would, I guess that would be all right. Okay. Sure. I don't know. The other option is to put them in boxes. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, and come off of this way. Oops. Here, let's plop that around like that, right? Right, so that I can bring stuff over here. Ish. And maybe make something happen, okay? So, I need to do a couple of things. So what all am I going to have in here? I have signs on me, right? Okay, so we're going to be making 3 things at least in this section, okay? We're going to have toffee. All right, and again, and we're going to have butterscotch eventually, but toffee. We're going to look at this recipe a lot because I keep forgetting it. Toffee is sugar and butter. Okay. Okay. Sugar, butter, and it's hot. Okay. All right. Toffee, and then caramel. Right? Caramel, being the deliciousness that it is, also kind of pink in that, but okay, is just hot sugar. All right, cool. Caramel is just sugar, and it's also hot. All right, the one that's going to get messy is going to be the butterscotch, because this is going to have to go through a couple of levels, and we're going to do some weirdness with it. So it takes brown sugar, which is sugar plus molasses. Okay, and molasses fluid is... Okay, you smash sugar cane into this stuff, into the sugar cane juice fluid. You heat it, and then you get cane syrup. And then you heat that, and you get molasses, right? We are just... There's so much hotness happening, and it's just... Okay, but for the moment, let's just say butterscotch. Okay, it's brown sugar, which, again, is messy. And that's it. It's just hot brown sugar. Okay. And again, that's going to take lots of annoyance. So, all right. So that's the plan. I've got lots of things that are going to take sugar and some butter, and the butterscotch is going to be its whole separate breed of fun. So we're going to be pulling a lot of sugar off of this and some butter. So I think what I might do... Yeah, and I think I do want to come out this way a bit. Okay, I'm not sure how far, but somewhere around here is feeling good, because we're going to build based off of vibes, because vibes are the best way to build, right? You could design everything in creative and make it all awesome and perfect, but no, we are going to go 100% on vibes, and that's... It's chaos, but we're doing it anyway, because vibes... All right, so we got a couple things here. We got sugar. The butterscotch will... Oh, no, it's just brown sugar. And the brown sugar is just apple pie filling. Oh, apple pie filling. I'm going to have to generate brown sugar as well. So, okay. I need brown sugar as a thing, which is going to take sugar cane, but also sugar. Okay, this is important. We'll make that happen. Okay, that's not direct, but those are the ingredients we're going to need. Yeah, because I may do pie fillings. I'm not totally convinced I'm actually going to end up making pies, but we'll figure that out. Also, I may end up moving this way, which is why we're doing this part first. Okay? Yeah. Okay, schmoky. So basically, I'm going to need chests. We'll do chests, I guess. Okay. Now, this is buffer and backup space and all sorts of good stuff. So we're going to deal with that. So that's going to go in there. All right, cool. With the fun and exciting idea, I'm sure there are fun and exciting ideas happening here. Okay, butter. Okay. Butter's going to go into that. Sugar is going to go into this other one. But I seem to be lacking in sugar. So let's go get some sugar and also some sugar cane. Okay, that's going to be important here. So I hope my trains have sort of figured out how they're going to go that does not involve crashing into things, because that would be lovely. Yeah, because here's the problem, I guess you could say. I have a sugar factory, right? I have this lovely farm. It, in fact, farms sugar. Okay, which is great and all. Okay. Something, the way this is grown is just weird, but it may be a chunk loading artifact. Okay. Anyway, this farm, it's just sugar. Okay. I'm not actually generating sugar cane in this farm, which is going to be annoying because it turns out I kind of need, train. Okay. It turns out I need sugar cane. So what I'm going to do is let's cut in here and let's just get a bunch of sugar cane. Okay. All right. Good. That will work. Because what I'm going to have to do, I think I'm going to set up a very small-ish, like maybe 6 or 8 sugar plants. Just to have a little bit of sugar cane here growing directly for the molasses generation, okay? It's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be crazy. It's just going to exist. And I'm kind of okay with that. Okay. It'll just be enough to do what I need it to do. Okay. But the sugar is going to go there. All right. Great. So sugar goes in there. Sugar cane goes there. All right. Cool. So coming off the sugar, we're going to need to go into a couple of different lines here, right? We need the caramel, which is just sugar. The brown sugar line, okay, which is the sugar cane and sugar, and of course we'll deal with that. And then the butter. Actually, you know what I think I might do is reverse these. Just now that I'm looking at a little bit at how this may flow, at least picturing it in my wee little mind. Did I put the sugar? Sugar, sugar. I think what I might do is take it this way. Okay. So that all of my sugary stuff will come out this way. The one thing I need butter on, which would be the toffee, will be on the inside track. It will still take sugar, obviously, but that's all it will do. Okay? All right. So what we'll do is we'll run the butter this way, connect to a line, and go out. Okay? And that will go into a pot to stir everything. Okay? Cool. And then we'll run 3 different lines with sugar. And I'm going to have to deal with some brown sugar and some of that. So we'll make all of that happen. It's just going to be weird. And that's what all of this is for. It's not actually hooked up to pump lava here, but that will eventually feed a system which will pump lava into the into buckets, which will then be used to fuel the blaze burners. Okay, it's a thing. Trust me, I have at least a mild clue, sort of. All right, so that's all going to go into there for now. I need brass ingots. I need some of these, and I'm going to need some kelp. Okay, because I'm going to craft up some tunnels here. So let's craft up some brass tunnels. Okay. Awesome. So, okay. Minecraft, please exist. Okay, thank you. It's always nice when Minecraft exists, you know what I mean? All right, so I think we have said I can adjust that. This is just temporary as a, hey, yep, it's here. We can work on that. So I think what I'll do is, I'm going to need some more shafts, which I think I already determined I did not have any more here. So that's annoying. Okay. We'll take this andesite alloy, and if I have to, I will make more shafts. Over the playground. All right. All right. This is going to be great. Hello, Tekka. What do I think about controlled opposition? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. And nope, I do not have any of those things. Well, let's see if I have any more andesite ore. Oh, yeah. Or andesite alloy. Yeah. Cool. We'll just throw that in the machine and we'll let it chop away. Okie-dokie. Okay, we are set up to do shafts. Perfect. Slicey. All right. Now this thing generates, well, you get 4 or 6 shafts per, yeah, it looks to be 6 per andesite alloy you run through a mechanical saw. So we're going to be set for pipes for the rest of the season, or shafts for the rest of the season, I hope. Not that andesite alloy is particularly difficult to make, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay. All right, we'll just grab those 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, that'll be enough. The rest of that will slice up, but this is good for now. And will be just enough to fill up my toolbox. So that will be happy. All right, so somewhere over here, we're gonna have ourselves a thing. All right. So let's sleep, and then we'll see if I can get the rest of this stuff set up. All right, so. All right, so this will go this way. I actually need to come out here as well. So let's. Now I have too many shafts in my inventory, but that happens, okay? Comes a point in a person's life, you just have too many shafts. Okay. So we'll slice that. All right. And this is going to have to come this way as well. All right, because again, I'm dumping sugar into this side, butter into this side. Okay. The butter is going to come this way. All right, hang on. Let's dump most of this into the toolbox. Okay. That and that's cool. All right, so butter goes here. All right. Please face the other way. Thank you. All right, butter goes that way. And then we'll just extend that out like that. All right. So butter will go here, and then we'll deal with our sugars. Okay. And the sugars are going to come out this way as well. All right. Nope. No, no. No, no, no. All right. So that's going to come out like so. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So the sugar is going to come out this way, and then it'll split, or however I decide to do it here. But I think split is fine. All right. So we're making 4 things here. Okay. We're making toffee, caramel, brown sugar, and butterscotch. We have to make the brown sugar first because it goes into the butterscotch, but we're going to need both of those things. All right, so let's figure out now the thing. So the toffee first, okay? So again, remember this is the butter line. So, oh, do I have, I do have basins with me. Wonderful. All right, so this guy is going to come first. You know, I can... Let's run this way a little bit, and we'll stick a basin there. Okay. So how do I want to do that? Butter's going to go in. Sugar's going to go in the side. Yes, except now this can come out this way. All right. Perfect. All right, so let's get some of our andesite. Andesite funnels would be lovely, except I think I put them away. Because, of course I did. Yep. Perfect. All right. So andesite funnels, we're going to go there, and going to go there. And let's slap a... You know what? Apparently I'm using pearlescent frog lights for just random blocks, so I guess that's the thing. Oh, this actually is going to have to cut. Right there. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So fine, in fact, because this is going to go there. Okay, yeah, I have to split this because I need to put a blaze burner, which I happen to have on me. Cool. Blaze burner is going to have to go under here. Okay. Great. All right. So that's where that's going to go. Now, I had a wild thought, and I'm not sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, fair. Totally fair. Okay. Next one. Next basin's going to go here. With another blaze burner under it. Okay, and this guy's going to be toffee. Or something. Okay, so that's going to go there, right? The toffee is the sugar and butter. The caramel is just sugar. Okay. So that's what's happening here. All right. Shiny. Next, we need brown sugar, which is a whole process of craziness. So we are going to be dealing with the brown sugar. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. It's kind of orange. Okay. So basically, I need to make molasses, which is... All right. cane syrup, which we have to do all sorts of cooking of stuff here. It's going to be crazy, but okay. So we're going to squish sugar cane in, and then we'll cook the cane syrup, and then into molasses, and then the molasses, we add sugar to it, and we get that. So, I still have 2 signs. I wonder if I have more signs, because I think I want to actually keep track of what I'm doing here. Which I know it's weird. I'm kind of, it's almost like I'm planning. It's okay. It doesn't hurt as much as they say. Okay. All right. So this line is toffee. Okay. This line is caramel. Okay. Now, the brown sugar, we're going to deal with it a little bit. It's going to feed another thing here, but basically what I can do is I can set up another dealy bob here like so. All the dealies and the bobs. Okay, it's important you have both. If you have just bobs and no dealies, that's just weird, and I'm not entirely sure I'm okay with that. But that's fine. We'll figure this out. Okay? Okay. So this is going to be a thing. What is that going to be? Okay. All the spam. All right, so let's see. That's going to be the butterscotch is going to be over here. Okay, now. All right, so here's the fun. We're going to be pumping sugar from here into this, but I still need to do all of that fun nonsense, right? I need to do that, the whole cane sugar to molasses, right? Cane sugar to syrup to molasses to, right? All of that nonsense. So, I'll figure that out. And I have some thoughts. And I think the thoughts are going to involve taking out a lot of this wall. But basically what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to run some sugar, or the brown sugar is going to come this way, okay? Somehow, okay? I don't know how yet, how we're going to get brown sugar onto this line, but we are definitely getting brown sugar onto this line, okay? Said I don't know how, but it's going to happen, okay? All right, so my headphones are uncomfortable. I finally got my new glasses, which is great. They're I've had them for about an hour, so I'm still trying to get used to how they fit and how they work underneath my headphones. It's a little. They're better than the ones I was wearing, the temp ones, because the stems aren't quite as thick. But they're still thicker than my old glasses, which is a little bit annoying. Those ones fit beautifully underneath my headphones. And these ones, it's not so much. Okay, anyway. All right, so we're going to need brown sugar coming out here. Okay? All right, so now what I could do, which is a possibility, I could extend this out this way and run brown sugar into this and let it sort that way. That actually makes a reasonable amount of sense, which kind of scares me that something I'm doing is going to make sense. Yeah, okay. But if we extend this and let's get our sugar. Okay, so that we get this set so that sugar goes this way. Okay. Then, oh, so only sugar will come out here, and then we'll deal with the brown sugar coming out this way. All right. Yeah, it's going to make sense. It's going to make all the sense. Okay. All right, so that'll go here. So what I need now is I need to make brown sugar. All right, cool. So, all right, so let's back this up here a little bit, okay? So again, brown sugar is made by mixing sugar and molasses, okay? Okay. All right, so that's fine. And there's no heat involved with that process, so that's lovely. Molasses, on the other hand, we have to cook cane syrup. Okay, and then the cane syrup, we have to cook sugar. So, all right. So basically what I'm going to need to do is we're going to need to do a couple things here. So we're going to put a basin here and here. Okay. But I am going to have to do a little pump action, which is great in some cases, not so great in others. For those of you shotgun aficionados, sure. Okay. Now, unfortunately, because of the way this is all set up, okay, this is going to have to go across like so. Okay. So the output comes here, and we're just going to pump stuff in like that. Like that. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work because I'm going to need... this is going to be painful. Okay, what I need is some smart filtery deals. Okay. Fluid. So I'm going to need some smart fluid pipes, which is brass sheets, pipes, and electron tubes. Okay. Electron tubes I've got. Brass sheets I've got. Okay. All right, so we're going to need at least probably at least 3 or 4 of these. Okay. I don't know that that's actually how many we're going to need, but it's going to be something like that. Okay. So those can all go away. All right. Which means all of this is going to have to spread out a bunch. Well, I'm glad I squeezed myself up here against this wall. That's awesome. All right. Well, I can make this work. It's fine. We'll just remove a good chunk of this wall. All right. And this is why I have not started pumping the lava through it yet, because, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not going to hit this, because that would be awkward. All right. And, yeah. All right. Now, this is all going to be fine. Yeah, nothing about this is going to be weird or anything. It's going to be great. Okay, and just double checking. We're not going to hit anything important. All right, and go. All right. Okay, other than the fact I'm dropping... Oh, I'm now stuck. Cool. This is bad for me. Okay. Okay, we'll fix that. As soon as I figure out where all of that concrete powder went, we'll totally fix that. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to clear out some space under here. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to let that go all the way to the wall. Should be fine. Okay. I should not have let it go all the way to the wall. Cool. Just because there's a small possibility of, you know, villager death, and that's not high on my list of things to be causing today. Other days, I'm all for it, but today is not a villager death kind of day. All right? So, we're gonna let our villagers live a sweet and happy life here where they don't climb up that. Okay. All right, good enough, except I do want this to all be cobblestone. Okay. Great. Okay, cool. That keeps the villagers in and any animal life and all that stuff in. Okay? Great. Wonderful. All right, so hang on. Let's plant this machine again, and let's see if I can figure out where my there's the concrete powder. Perfect. All right. Cool. I just need to put that back. There is a world where that is back, but that world is not this one. All right. No, that's a completely different world where different things happen. Okay. We're gonna try not to worry about that world too much. Okay. All right, back over here. All right. There we go. Put our parking lot back. Okay. Sweet parking lot. All right, so that's going to go here, and we clean this mess up. Hey, Carp. How's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day. It's got out of the international market. Nice. Okay, so that's going to have to move. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to actually bring some stuff this way. All right, so I have a thought how this whole lava feeding line is going to work, and I think I know how it's going to happen. Not positive, but kind of, sort of. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to take one of those smart fluid things. It's not going to go that way. All right. Cool. All right, smart fluid Dealy Bob goes there. All right. Nice. I guess I could slide it this way one, huh? Okay, so that'll go smart fluid there. Okay, cool. That can come out. This can go away, and now we do that. Okay. That's going to be the only really awkward bit here, just because I have to get over this thing. Okay. Everything else, we're going to go like that. We're going to take a pump pointing into it. We'll do another smart fluid thing. And we do another basin. Okay, so we're going to get one of these types of things going. It's going to be weird, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. So, again, I need to make brown sugar. All right, so we are squishing brown sugar. All right, so we're going to smash sugar cane into cane fluid. Okay, we don't need to heat that. We need to heat this, the sugar cane juice fluid. Okay, so that's cool. And then, okay, so we have to heat the sugar cane, right? Sugar cane juice fluid. We have to heat the syrup, okay? And then we get molasses. And then the molasses, we don't heat, and we get to brown sugar. So, okay. Oh, and the molasses doesn't go into this thing anyway, right? Because if I want to be making butterscotch, I think that is. Okay. Oh, great. Trains crashing as I'm trying to sleep. Okay. Right, so the butterscotch is brown sugar, not molasses. So, okay. Okie dokie. So this actually doesn't need to exist at all. Well, that's good. That's going to make things easier. All right, so this is going to come out here. It's going to go the other way, but I think it's going to come out. Let's have it come out like that. All right. Because this now is going to come this way or here. That's really far over there. I don't want it to be that far over. Okay. All right, so it's going to come this way. And this can't actually connect to that because otherwise bad things happen. So it's going to have to come out here. Because this line is going to be going in the opposite direction. So they're not going to connect. Which means I'm going to have to do something a little weird here, perhaps. Perhaps. R. Do I know what I be doing? That would be a no. I know not what I do. Because today I be just totally confused. It happens to all of us, but today it is happening especially to me. That will go there. Okay. All right, and then we'll do it this way. Sweet. I think this is going to make all the sense in the world, or at least some of it. Okay. So the idea is we're going to get brown sugar coming out of this thing and into this and then out this way. Okay? Cool. As soon as I get some brown sugar, I can set a filter here. All right, so let's work backwards. So brown sugar. Okay, so going into brown sugar, which is over here. It's molasses and sugar. What the heck am I doing? I need sugar. Okay. Hi. Remember that confusion I was mentioning a moment ago? It's still here. All right, so brown sugar is going to be sugar plus molasses. So that's going to be this mess. Okay. So Right. All right. Is this gonna be right? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Nope, it's okay. We're just gonna let confusion reign and hope for the best, okay? Some of us are good at confusion. Okay, so this is the butterscotch. So I'm expecting for butterscotch, sugar and or butterscotch is butterscotch is just brown sugar. Okay, so if this is butterscotch, I don't need this here. And this is not sugar, it's okay. All right. Cool. Nope, this is why you plan ahead. If I had been of a planning sort, this would have made a lot of sense. Okay. So this is going to be brown sugar. Okay. Brown sugar comes in here. Okay. Okay, are we good with that? And actually, I think I do want this happening here. Okay. Yes, because I also need just plain brown sugar. Okay. So we're also going to run brown sugar down this line. Not because it needs to go into the butterscotch. I guess I could put the thing there, but okay. But just because it'll be a thing. So we'll run brown sugar out both of these. One will go in here, one will go past, and it's going to be fine. Okay. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay. Peachy keen. Right. All right, so. All right, so let's try this again. How do I make brown sugar? Brown sugar is sugar plus molasses. Right, so whatever I do, I need to get sugar into a basin over here. So, okay, so what I could do is I could run another line this way. Okay. Probably two here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to make this happen. Totally going to make this happen. Okay. So take our pearlescent frog light here. Oh yeah, I am definitely going to be hating life with this setup, but that's okay. I just need to find my wrench and my tools and all of my things, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Hang on, loosen that up. Okay. So, this is going to go in here. So, we just get another one of those. And again, we are bringing in sugar. That's milk powder. Nobody needs milk powder. That's just silliness. Hi. Okay. So sugar's going to come out here. Okay. Brown sugar's going to go this way. We'll run sugar this way into this thing. And yeah. Okay. So this is going to be my brown sugarificator. Okay. Which will come down this way, but can't stop there because that would be awkward. Because again, this line is going to come this way, so great. And I probably need to block this off. I think I can just do it like, nope. I was hoping I could just block that, but nope, that's not going to be a thing. So, cool. Right, so this goes in here. I guess what I could do, yeah. Nothing is going out this, it's coming into this contraption, okay? None of this is going to make sense to anybody, but including me, so that's fine. All right, so that means brown sugar, right? That's what's coming out of this, and it's going to come out this way, over here. Okay. Again, I'm going to have to do a little magic to make this spin right, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay. So, brown sugar. We are mixing. Oh, and we don't need heat, which is great. So the molasses is going to come in here. All right, cool. So this is going to go here. All right. Look at my wrench. And that's one of these. Goes in like that. Just slide this over like so. Cool. And this, I'm going to label this because I'm going to keep getting confused if I don't. Okay? It happens. And I'm out of signs. That also happens. Okay. We're going to grab a few of these because, trust me, something is going to confuse me more. And if I just get these signs up, I'll know what's going on. I'm doing all right, Sprite. How are you? Hopefully you're doing okay. It's sleeping. Sleeping is good. So I gotta sleep here, though, actually. Also, trains have crashed, and I need to go fix them, but that's okay. You can't wait for payday on Friday. That's perfectly fair. That is perfectly fair. Okay, so this is going to be molasses. That's not how you spell molasses. Molasses is spelled with different letters than that. Okay? M-O-L-A-S-S-E-S-S. Okay. Yes. Molasses. Okay. We're not going to dwell on that too much. Okay. So molasses. Oh, does molasses... Well, let's figure that out. Okay. So molasses over here. Black strap molasses, which is totally different, is you just cook it longer. We're not dealing with that. We're just going to deal with regular molasses, which is heated. Okay. Okay. Cool. So now molasses, you get from heating cane syrup. Okay, which means now we need cane syrup coming into this. All right. Which is a pump. Yep, that is true. I'm going to pump. That goes there. And I need a filter on this because we're dealing with multiple liquids, which is silliness. Okay, and another basin. Okay, and so this is going to be cane syrup fluid, and this one has to be hot too. Cool. Okay. Cane syrup fluid. Okay, sweet. All right. Oh, right. Yeah, no worries, Sprite. No worries. I get that. I saw that come across. It's like, because I was looking at my stats for some reason. I happened to see that. It's like, oh, well, cool. Hopefully Sprite knows about that. So good. But no, seriously, if you have other things to worry about, don't stress about that. Okay, so I'm going to have to get another blaze burner. I'm going to have to get a couple more, I think. But okay, so let's just get the rest of this going, and then I'm going to have to cut into this wall even more. Okay. All right, so where were we? We were at the cane syrup. Okay. Right, so this is where we're at. We're heating sugar cane, which fortunately you just smash, so I don't have to heat this. Okay. So if I just need a base in here. So, okay. Cool. So once again, a pump pointing the correct direction, going that way. Another fluid dealy bob. Okay. Awesome. And yeah, if you need me to, Sprite, you can hit me up afterwards, and we can pull the world off the server, and I can go back to single player if we need to. So, trust me, if we need to, let me know. Okay, hit me up off stream, and we can solve those problems. All right. Okay. So now this is going to just be, what do they call this? Sugar cane juice. Okay, so that goes there. Sugar cane juice. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to... You've done some awesome stuff, and I don't want to be a hardship for you. Okay, that's... I would feel bad about that. All right. So this is it. This is the pipeline of all of our fluids to get brown sugar. All right. Now. Okay. 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 No, we're good. We're going to be fine. So the next thing I have to do, cane sugar juice, you're smashing sugar cane. Okay? So what I'm going to have to do is get sugar cane running into this thing. Okay? So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll figure that out. I think at the very least we're going to have some form of dealy bob happening here, okay? Something like this, and then what I can do is get sugar growing into this. Okay. I'll worry about that here in a minute, but okay, so this is going to be okay. Kids needing some stuff for baseball plus some school fees. Oh, okay. But yeah, okay. All right, cool. Sugar cane juice. Yeah. You're so awesome providing the server. I don't want to be a burden on your family. So okay. Cool. So basically what I'm going to do is we're going to get sugar that's going to grow here. I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to set up a little baby sugarcane farm. It'll dump out onto this line, and everything will be awesome. Okay? We'll just run that right here into this, and it's going to be great. Okay? All right. Actually, this I don't need a filter on. Take that. Because this is only going one way. I'm not pumping new fluids into it. So, cool. All right. Cool. All right. So, sugar cane juice. All right. Cool. So that's going to pipe this way. All right. So I'm going to need a couple of item filters. Let's go see if I have those. It would be nice to just set them with buckets, but I don't have buckets of any of that stuff. So we are going to do it the really old-fashioned way and set up item filters. Okay. Somewhere here I have wool. Actually, I might even have wool here in my inventory. Or in my backpack. Wool. Okay, yep, I do. Hey, what do you know? It's weird, but it's also true. Alright. Cool. So, let's craft up some item filters. List filters, I guess officially they're called, but alright, so we're going to need to do a couple things. So this is going to be only outputting cane syrup fluid. Okay. Cane syrup fluid. That would be you. Good. No, get in there. Okay. So that's going to go here. Okay. Coming out of this is going to be molasses. Okay. So let's get ourselves another list filter. Okay. And molasses. That would be molasses bucket. All right. Okay. And that's going to go there. Okay. Cool. So the molasses will pump into here, which will then mix with the sugar to make brown sugar. And will come in this way, and all the good stuff is going to happen. Okay. Great. All right. Alrighty. So yeah, so there's the baby sugarcane farm. Or will be eventually. Right. Okay. Which I think is going to be fairly simple to set up, actually, as I'm looking at this. The hard part is going to be actually getting this belt to go where I want it to go. But that's also normal for my waistline, so we're good. Oh, once Friday comes, yeah. Yep, been there. Totally been there. All right. Nice. So now let's talk about how I'm going to heat this stuff. Because that's going to be a special breed of interesting. So what I'm going to need are some deployers, which I think I have some here. Or in my inventory, because that's a good place to store it. Stuff that you need is in your inventory. Why didn't I think of that before? That would have made all the sense. Just store stuff in my inventory. Weird how that works. Maybe that should be like a normal thing or something. I don't know. That's secrets of Minecraft. You know, store the stuff you need in your inventory. Weird. Okay, so this is going to come this way. And this way. Alright. So I think I see how this is going to work. So basically what I'll do is I need to run some belts here. But I'll use that to connect up to this so I can get my stuff going. So, yay. Okay. Trip you and Boomer are planning could be fun. Oh. Figuring out just part of it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Gotta love when relationship stuff happens and it's weird. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Let's run this like so. That goes there. This will come over here. We'll make this work. Actually, we'll make this work, but over 1. I don't think it needs to be over 1. I'm just going to feel better about it if it is. Okay. And really, it's all about how I feel. Again, we're building on vibes, you know? All right. And, oh, good. It's If my vibes were wrong and that ended up being too short, I'd have been really annoyed. Or too long for one belt. Okay. And I'll have to lower this down, but that will be absolutely peachy. Okay. So now the plan here is... Actually, I'm going to have to lower these belts down one because I was not paying attention. Okay. Yep. Sorry. We're close, but not that close. Okay. Nope, it's fine. Fine. Also, I think I want to turn this so it goes that way. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run power into this and all the way down the line. And we're going to have deployers below each of those. And I hope this is going to work. So, deployer go there. And deployer go there and there. Except pointing up into the dealy bob. Okay. Now what I might need to do, because I think I've done this before and it got messy, so I think what's going to have to happen is I think I need a block here. Okay, because I think I need to be sure that when lava is deployed, it's not deployed into the space below the deployer, or below the blaze burner. We're going to see. It's been a while. I was going to say, it's been a while since I've done this. I've never built this type of... I don't think I've ever built this type of thing before, so yeah. Made arrangements with your dad to look after your cat. Okay. Oh, yeah, right, so... Yeah, I can understand that. I can totally understand that. Alright, so that will go that way, and I'm going to need to clear out a little bit of space here as well. Not a lot. I'm just going to put in a vault turnaround. Okay. So, that should be fine. What I'm going to need next is some more brass funnels. Okay. Which means more of those and more of these. Okay. Because I'm going to need a bunch of these. Okay. Hopefully it's not going to be that big a deal, but we'll find out. Also, I think I need another... We need some more kelp. Okay, kelp. Crafting table. All right, brass funnels. Awesome. So the way this is going to work is we're going to run belts here, which again I had and now I don't, but this is fine. Belt goes there, belt goes here. All right, now coming down one side of these, I don't know which one, but one side of these, we're gonna pull in. I think I need to actually. One side is going to be empty buckets. I think I actually have empty buckets. I don't have empty buckets. I have water buckets, which are great, but not what I need right this instant. All right, so let's just drop some water. I'm going to need water so I can set up the sugarcane farm. But, yeah, this is going to be a thing. So, the plan here is to take out some of the stone so I can reach these filters. Okay. So I have a sugar farm. I don't have a sugar cane farm, which is turning out to be a problem. I thought, oh, I will just make sugar. I will never need sugar cane. But in order to make molasses, I have to make it from sugarcane juice, which is made from sugar cane and not sugar. It's stupid. So, yes, we're going to have to deal with that. I could, but on the other hand, this is going to be really simple, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. All right, so we're going to output buckets. Just plain buckets this way. Okay. So in a perfect world, this loops around like this. Suppose I should actually make sure all that happens. So I guess we can make it happen. We can make things work. It'll be fine. And then I suppose these probably don't need to be brass filters, but or brass funnels with lava bucket filters on them, but that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, the problem I have with the existing one is it's all compact and built up, and I don't have a good way of doing anything else with it. So, like, I don't really have room to split out the sugar cane and all of that stuff. So it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just a matter of doing it. So I said this is just going to be a purely vanilla farm with the output picked up by belts. So I'll have hoppers that point into these belts, which means the sugar, when it breaks, will end up on this and then go into the machine. It'll be good. Nothing too crazy here. At least that's the theory. I like theories. Theories are good. We have so many theories happening that I just can't keep up with them. That's just all there is to it. All right. Now, we have some of the stuff going. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of text. Okay. Your son loves him, your dog. Okay. Yeah, okay. I get that. Sometimes, though, you set your boundaries. We're going to be interacting, but here's the boundary we're going to set. Oh, this is going to be silly, but I have a feeling I'm about to set up the silliest redstone or create power for this area ever, but that's okay. It'll be great. Okay, so because I'm at this point, I'm actually kind of tempted to run the power through this wall. Right, because we're going to come off here. Well, actually, I'm going to be running power through all of this anyway, but yeah. But I'm still tempted to run power through this wall, over to this, and then over there. But I will have power coming in this way, so guess it doesn't matter. As long as things spin, we're going to be fine, right? I like it when things spin. Okay, so. Alright, so this is basically the plan. So I think what I want to do is, one, let's take this out. And make sure I know where this is going to go. This is going to go here. Alright, great. Then this will go down like that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Nope. Totally get that. Totally get that. Been there myself a couple of times. All right. Nice. So this is going to be the plan, I think. All right. Yeah, so this goes that way. This goes this way. So what I need to do is this is going to come across. Ooh. Okay. It's like I ended up placing one somewhere. That's fine. This is going to go across like this, which means this is going to come out this way. That goes there. And this doesn't have any output that way. All right. Cool. Because this belt and these belts all spin the same way. They spin that way. Ah, Sprite! Not gonna lie, you scared me a little. Oh, speaking of scary, hey, will you, oops, darn it. Will you double check? I had a couple of crashed trains, and I think I actually just deleted the message. The pizza train and something else just collided. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no worries. No worries, right. If you need to chat more, feel free to hit me up offline. And, or message, DM me or something. We can talk. All right, so let's get all of this happiness coming in this way. I don't know why I'm taking this out. I've just realized we're all connected over here. I've got to run power this way, so... Oh yeah, it's going to be wonderful. So, right, power's going to go like so. Right, power's going to go this way. All right, I need a... Not in case chain drive. I need a gearbox. Gearbox, please. We're going to need a gearbox. Hi. Guess who does not have gearboxes? That would be me. Okay. All right. Let's grab a couple of those things. I am going to need a couple of gearboxes going in. Okay. Thank you, Sprite. Okay. Otherwise, I would be chasing broken trains all stream. Not that I haven't done that some streams, but, you know, there are days when there are only so many broken trains I can take. All right. So this is going to come this way. All right. Cool. So now... I think this is going to be good. So, yeah, this is... That pipe is going to be wrong. But I think what I can do here is I can come this way. We'll set up a dealy bob. Yep. Yep, I will absolutely do that. If I see another train going wonky, I will absolutely shout. Thanks for taking care of those for me. Oh, I need... Oh, right. I need these. And... Oops, at least one of those. And a brass casing. Cool. And we'll build ourselves a rotational speed controller. Okay, and I believe I have large cogs here. Perfect. All right. So the plan, such as it is to... I want to get a few more of those. Okay. We're going to run this way. Now, and then that'll go that way, and I'll deal with other output here soon. But we're going to take ourselves a cog, like so, and a rotational speed controller, like so. And we are up a little bit high, so that's cool. Do I want to do it that way? I mean, it's fine. This is just going to be dumb, but... Okay. Alright, so other than the fact that it's spinning the wrong way, that's cool. We're going to set it on slow, but going the other way. Okay, so this goes this way. Great. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a gearbox. And I think it's going to go on this side. I am wrong. Cool. I never get these in the right place. Okay. Alright, so that's going to spin this way. Alright. Good. We're some level of progress is being made. I love it. Okay. Cool. Alright, cool. So this is going to come out to here. I'm going to need more gearboxes. This is silly. So let's get some... Oh, I've got some planks. Perfect. Let's make ourselves some cogwheels. And we'll grab a couple more of those. Awesome. And we're going to make our gearboxes. Okay. Not a lot of them. Gearboxes are annoyingly expensive. Alright, so... You know what I could do? I could just do that. Okay, good. So all of this now is spinning the right way. This will spin the other way because of reasons. And I think... Remember what I said about this being probably the ugliest bit of create that I've done in a while? Yeah, okay. So that's going to go do that. Now, what I want to do here is I need to connect all of this, and it needs to go like that. Okay. So let's see which side this is going to connect on. Okay. It's going to be wonderful. So this is going to go here, here. Oops. Okay. Hi. I would like you to turn and face the right way, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, that was just wrong. Okay. I need to get lava buckets, but we'll burn that bridge in a minute, or maybe avoid burning that bridge. But I think this is that right? No, I want this to go the other way. I want it to go clockwise. Not anti-clockwise, as somebody once called it. Right. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. So if I go here, we're going to find out if I have any sort of clue and if I remember how things work. I know. Remembering things is... Okay, so that's going that way. Yes. Okay. Oh, the ice cream and pizza trains have crashed again. I'm sorry, this party is apparently not great. Okay. And that needs to be connected. Okay. Sweet. So, next thing I need is... a thing. I need funnels. No, I need vaults. It's all your vault. Okay. Sorry, that was bad. Okay. This is just your basic turnaround system. Okay. Really silly and easy and just... These vaults are only here to turn things around. Okay. Alright, so the plan then is lava will pump. Right, we'll have the empty buckets will come out this way. They'll go into this, and then we'll feed in here. So, we're going to do a couple things. First, I do actually have to connect all of this stuff up. So let's see. Do I happen to have more of those? I don't. Okay. We're about to change that. Awesome. All right. And let's grab some pumps. I'm going to need a few more of those, which is fine. All right. It is time. Let us... All right, so this is going to go this way. Cool. All right. All right, so yeah, this is going to make sense. That's going to go there, and we get pump going that way. All right, so now we should have lava right there. Okay. Excellent. So somewhere around here. Yeah. Okay, so lava's making it to there. Cool. So I think what I can do is, because pumps are kind of weird, I think I can put a pump right there. Yes, okay. All right, awesome. And then I think, because we're coming up to about there, so I think what I can do is I can come up to, oh, here-ish. Okay. And we'll just slap that in there. So this isn't going to be the fastest pump in the West, but it will be sufficient, I think, for my needs. All right, but... Okay. But I do need to get some lava buckets. So do I actually have buckets? I don't. You know what? Let's head back to my base. I had a bunch of buckets in storage. So let's get that going. And then once the buckets are doing their whole storage thing, oh, also I've got some lava up here. I do need a lava bucket so I can set a filter. So where's my day one lava farm over here? Which I still use because, yeah, why not? You know, as I'm looking around now, I'm definitely seeing a bunch of things that's like, oh, buckets over here. It's like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to finish that, and I just haven't yet. You know, I was talking about that in the newsletter this last week, was that I don't know about the rest of you, but I definitely get this sort of end of project malaise. It's like, the project's almost done. It's like, there isn't a lot left. It's like, yeah, just don't want to. Yeah, I don't get that burst of energy that says, oh yes, I'm going to finish this now. So, nope, it's just like, I don't. Yeah, I should do that on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things, right? All right, so let's see if this works, okay? That's going to go there. Now, this isn't going very fast. I'll turn it up, but let's do that now. In fact, we're at 16. Let's go up to 64. Okay. Oh, you know what would be really cool, though? Powering those deployers. All right. I know, weird, right? I don't know if I'm going to need gearboxes, but we'll deal with that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and deploy away over here. Okay, so those are all connected. And then I just need to connect them up this way. So I think I'll just take some of these. It's going to be a little bit funky, but I think it'll be reasonable. Okay. Okay, it did set that blaze burner off. Nice. So if I do a bunch of those, what we should see happening now is the lava is going to come through. Yep, it's going to light the blaze burner. Okay. I may need a few more buckets. I guess I've got enough iron I can make more if I need to, but... Okay. That works. And then when those cool off, it'll dump the empty bucket, which will then come around and get filled, and we're good. So this is why I set these up in this line like this, okay? So that I could get all of this handy-dandy, mixy-wixy goodness, okay? Trust me, it's going to make sense. It totally makes sense. Also, yes, okay, cool. I like it. So now, let's look at how we're going to have to set all of this up. All right, so we're going to do... All right, so the toffee. Toffee. That's... Toffee fudge is delicious, but no. Okay, so that's a mixer. I think most of these are going to be mixers, actually, so that'll be fine. So that's a mixer. The caramel and butterscotch. Caramel is also a mixer. Okay. Mixer. The butterscotch. Let's finish butter. Okay. Is a mixer. Great. All right. And then the brown sugar, I believe, is also a mixer. But brown sugar is, in fact, a mixer. Okay. All right. And now, coming back, the molasses is a mixer. And so is the cane. And then this is a smasher. Okay. Mechanical press, if you want to use the correct words for things. But where's the fun in that? Okay. All right. So that's going to do that thing. And then a mechanical press. Which, again, I don't think I have on me. Or in my anything. All right, no, that's cool. We can make this happen. So press. Oops, wrong search thing. Press. Okay, I can do it. Mechanical press. Iron block. Andesites. Okay. Andesite. Dealy Bob. I've got plenty of those. Iron block, which I should have in my inventory because, of course, I have, like, so much of it. There it is. Okay. 1 mechanical press. All right. All right. Groovy. So, now, how to power all this? And this guy in particular is going to be weird, but the rest of this I think isn't going to be too bad. But I think what I'll do is if I put a vertical gearbox here. Okay, like that. And then if I take a thing, we're going to come like this. Okay. With a mechanical belt. Am I close enough for one? Nope. Okay. Say this should be relatively straightforward, right? We're just going to put this here and connect to this here. And then we'll just stick a little shaft dealy bob right here next to each of the... Oops. Okay, right, that one already has one. And let's get a cog. Okay. Now, there's a reality here that some things are not all going to need it, but... Okay, cog, cog, cog. Only one of those actually needs one, because they'll spin each other here. So now the last thing I need to do is connect this guy up to some power, which I think we'll do this way. Hang on. Belt. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which way it goes. One of these ways is... Oh, right. I need to power all of those pumps too. So let's do it off of this side. Come this way. Down. And then we vertical gearbox. Okay. Just one, please. Thank you. And cool. And those are going to get mixing. Wonderful. So the last thing I'm going to have to do here is set up some pumps. You know what? Since this one doesn't have to go this way, let's do it like this. Let's put the pipe here. I'm going to put the pump here. It's going to face that way. And then this can be a cogwheel. Like that. All right, cool. So that will pump into here. And our long line of happy pump action is going to happen. Okay? All right, so in theory, this line should be good. It's a crazy theory, I know, but what I want to do here is I want to throw 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to throw some sugar into this, okay? Now, I also happen to have somewhere, probably in a box over here. I don't know what I just put in there, but I hope it wasn't important. Okay, sugar cane. I didn't put any of my tools in there, so that's good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a little bit of this 7, 8 into here. Okay, so that should pump that way. We're now getting sugarcane fluid juice, so that's going to start mixing. All right. And it should, hopefully... Oh, right. None of this is pumping anywhere. Hi. I would like to actually have my equipment connected to things, please. It's like calling the electric company. I would really like to have power to my house. Can we, like, make that happen? Okay. All right, and like that. Great. Oh, goody. It has been overcooking all the things, so that is happy. Oh, I guess I really only needed one? The way this is doing stuff? Okay, but why isn't it pumping? Alright, so we've got the sugar cane. Oh, because it all cooked. That's why. Alright. Nice. Nope, this is fine. Everything's great. We're totally fine. Okay. Unlike a 787, which now I'd be somewhat concerned about flying it, but hey. Okay. Oh, right. Maybe what I'm going to need to do is add some filters on this to be sure I don't get that type of thing happening. So, okay. Hang on. I put my list filters away, didn't I? Well, that's just fine. You know, I wonder. I have buckets. Let's see if I can just scoop stuff out of here. All right. So this guy only makes molasses. Okay, this one should make syrup. Okay, the molasses. Did you pump? Or not? What did I screw up here? I don't know. Definitely screwed up something. You ever have one of those moments where it's like, I know something I messed up. There's definitely a screw up happening here somewhere. Okay. So this one is going to make, let's do it over here so I can see what we're doing. It's cane syrup. Okay. Cane syrup. Okay. All right, so that's all that you're going to make. Oops, no. That's all right. I can set this on the other side of it. That's fine. Okay. All right, now I'm stuck, but that's okay. All right, so let's try this again. This time, I'm going to be sure I save some sugar cane for actually planting, but I want to be sure that this... Okay, so that's going to make the cane syrup. Okay, this is going to make molasses. And then this should make brown sugar, which that definitely looks like brown sugar. Sorry, I just wanted to set some filters. Okay, cool. All right, and we're going to end up with some things falling off the edge here. So let's just set up some temporary blocks here just so that things don't go falling off. But okay. But I like this. We've got some butterscotch fluid, which should... Right? Butterscotch fluid. Okay, I would expect this to end up... Oh, because it's only half a bucket. It's not a whole bucket. Okay, cool. Right, because you need a whole bucket to make a butterscotch. Which, you know, I guess is a thing. Right? I don't know why it's not dumping out of here, but that would be what I would expect. Okay, anyway. Hey, we've made butterscotch fluid, so that's something. I would just hope it did more. All right, cool. So we've got still have some time, so let's see about getting the sugarcane farm in place. This will, in fact, be a really, really simple farm. We're not going to do anything crazy here. So, step one, I need to clear out. Oh. You know, because I want all of that dirt in my thing. Just, you know, fine. Hoppers. Oh, I had my redstone box on me. Cool. I probably don't have enough components here, so we'll almost certainly have to do something, but we have blackstrap molasses. Because of course we do. All right. Cool, so I need some hoppers. And yeah, I'm going to have to probably craft up some observers and some pistons, but that's okay. Yeah, one more. All right. So the way this is going to work is we're going to set these here. Okay. Yep, I can totally do a thing here. Sure, why not? All right, so that's going to go like that. Next step is we're going to need to get some water. and some dirt. Okay. All right, so the dirt's going to go here. We're going to turn that into mud in just a minute, because if you want to make a nice lossless dirt farm, yeah, sugarcane farm, you just slap some mud back here behind it, and everything's going to be awesome. I think just to make life a little bit easier on myself, we're going to do it this way. I mean, heaven forbid I make life easy on myself, but yes, I do in fact wish to make life easy for myself, despite all of the trains colliding with each other and causing pain and suffering. Okay. You know, I think we'll do it this way. I do need some light back here, so I'm going to take this out, and we're just going to take a line of pearlescent frog lights, okay, like that. All right, cool. And now, opening for Iron Maiden, Wild Stallions. All right, so, oh, did I have pistons in this happy little redstone box over here? 4 of them. Wow. I should really, like, make more. All right. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I happen to have somewhere in my box of goodies, I have cobblestone, I think it is. That's gravel. Cobblestone. There we go. And I also happen to have some wood, right? Yes, wood. And I've got some iron. Okay, cool. That should do it. All right, wonderful. Oh, darn it. Let's see, do I have a bottle over here? I may not. Probably don't, because why would I? Unless oh, I do have bottles. Cool. All right, so let's do it this way. Oh, hang on. I'm going to need a little inventory space here, because you can't stack water bottles. Right. That was... I let this go to grass. It needs to be dirt. Okay. Unfortunately, it's just the way this works. You cannot convert grass into mud. Okay, it just does not work that way. Okay. Hi. Where's my other water ball? There it is. Okay. Darn it, you stop that. You stop being grass. If I wanted you to be grass, I'd have made you grass in the first place. Okay. It's a race against the grass now. And the grass is winning. I can't do it. I can't defeat the grass. Okay. Alright, and then dirt, and then... Jeez. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, that was annoying. I mean, it worked, but... Wow. That was just annoying. Okay. So now all of that dirt and stuff has ended up in there. Okay, cool. Nice. So, the plan now is to... Oh, this is going to have to... Yeah, this is going to have to come out. Alright, which is annoying because now I have to... I'll have to save the villagers and stuff, keep them from falling down here, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Let's just get our water. Oh, right, I've got a lava bucket. Cool. Okay, you go there. All right. And you. Wonderful. See how we can cooperate and get things done? Yep. Cooperation. That's a word I learned on Sesame Street. Okay. So that goes there like so. All right. Nice. Next. I should make this look something out of something that looks better than dirt. You know, I don't know what, but anything would look better than dirt, I think. So I happen to have, oh, you know what? I have acacia planks. That seems like a thing I could make this out of. Because, sure. Okay. I don't think I have to do anything special here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I actually probably... I might be causing myself some problems here, but that's okay. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. So, pistons go with thusly. Okay. Sleep cometh for the people who are tired. No, we're going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to do all of this. Oh, and then I need observers. How many observers do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 9 is a number. I recognize it from, you know, kindergarten. And the aforementioned Sesame Street. Okay. No, this is fine. All right, that goes there. It's there. All right. Let's see if I have observers, because that would actually be really convenient. Well, then. No. Nope. I don't have observers. All right. I do have nether quartz, which I think is enough. All right, where's my redstone box? Cool. All right, so let's clean up some space. I have so much dirt and stuff in my inventory. It's just a little bit crazy. I don't know that I have enough cobblestone to make this happen here, but turns out cobblestone was not the issue. Redstone. Redstone's the issue. Okay, that's enough. Twill serve. All right. So, unfortunately, these now need to face the other way, so that's fine. We'll just... That's temporary. It's going to be fine. Oh, actually, that's wrong. It's 100% wrong. No, grass needs to point there. Observers point, but faces that way. Okay. Nope, it was right. It was right. I was just thinking wrongly. Because, yeah, that's exactly what happens. I was thinking wrong, and it goes like this. Not like that. That would be silly. But if it goes kind of sort of facing the right way, then we'll be good. Okay. So the idea goes like that, and like that, and then that goes there like that. Okay. Cool. I'm going to take all of this out. All right, and I do need to fill this in, which I think I'm just going to take some glass, which I have. Yes. We'll slap some glass down here. I need a block there to keep the the sugar from falling out the back. But this should be okay. Okay. Right, so that's going to go there. It's going to grow up this way. And because I feel like it, we're going to run some glass over here like this. Okay. Yeah. And just pop this up this way for, you know, reasons. And it looks like I missed a spot. That's okay, right? That goes there. So now the idea is this grows up here like that. It does nothing. That's cool. Love that for me. All right. Okay. All right, so I was hoping that would just power the glass and everything would be fine, but it doesn't. So, good evening, Brian. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a fabulous day. All right, stupid. Okay, yep, that worked. Perfect. Okay. So now I just have the small problem of I need redstone. Doing good. Glad to hear it. All right. All right, let's go see if I have any redstone. Hopefully I've got some redstone stashed somewhere. Otherwise, we're going to look at my horrendously filled inventory and hope I can squeeze enough space out of it to do a little bit of villager trading. You know, just return everything. Okay. All right, and just to jumpstart this a little bit. Well, we'll save it. We'll save it. All right. Cool. Let's go get some redstone. Oh, looks like a couple of my trains have decided to spend too much time together over there. You know, it's the pizza and the ice cream. They definitely have those problems. They get together a lot, and, you know, they see each other so often, you can't be overly surprised if they sort of get together and, you know, smash together once in a while. It's a thing. All right, so. All right, let's go do the villager trading dance real quick for some redstone. This is so convenient. Okay. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my redstone gals. Alright. And done. Done. Great. Now we can go finish up the farm. Alright, so this is good. I think what I should do, just looking at the time, we'll finish up the sugarcane farm, which again exists solely for the molasses. I have a massive sugar farm, but it doesn't do sugar cane, which is what I actually need. So, all right, cool. So that's now in there. All right. Okay, we can cover that up. All right, nice. So now what should happen is sugar growing up anywhere here. Right? You grow up there, and then you grow up there. Yep. Cool. And now I'm stuck. Awesome. All right, sweet. So, well, that's done. Easy peasy, as they say. All right, and because I decided to make this out of acacia for some reason. Just go ahead and fill that all in. Okay, my socks are now a little moist, but, you know, socks are like that. All right, cool. Cool. So we now have a thing. Okay. Which is good. I need a sandwich. All right. Sandwiches are great. All right, so now, so that sugar cane will go. Let's clean out all of the garbage that ended up in there. Okay. That's it. It's empty. Perfect. All right, and yeah, we'll just throw a little bit more. Yeah, save. So the hoppers will feed the belt. All right, and now we get our line here of sugar juices. Again, technically, I didn't have to do it this way, but that's the way we ended up going. So, cool. And that will all sort of back up here until I get some more sugar. So let's go get some actual sugar and some butter and make sure everything here is working. Okay? And yes, we'll fix the trains because they probably should actually be going places. Go there. You go there. Okay. Oh, nope. Maybe not. You go there. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll be better. Okay. Great. Oh, since I'm here, right, how do I get under? Oh, there's a cow there. Do I have I don't have an access there. You know, it would be nice if maybe left a hole. I know, weird, right? Leaving myself ways to access my own machinery. That's just silly talk. All right. So we'll grab some butter and some sugar. Oh, yes. And we are going to make all the toffee and the other sweet deliciousness. It's going to be great. Yeah, toffee, the caramel, and apparently the butterscotch is all going to happen. And I'm happy for me. Okay. Also, we've got the cute puppy. All right. Let's dodge the train, which is over here picking up sugar. All right. Just grab all the sugar. All right. So let's get back over here. We'll sleep. And then we'll throw all of this stuff at the factory and see how it works. But it should be okay. Right? That's the theory. It's 100% the theory. We have theories and they exist. Okay. Also, I want to just take that out. Well, that's just going to end up in the wrong place, but okay. It's going to go there. Where did that? Okay, hang on. I need to, once again, clear some inventory space. Oh, no, it came off this way. Of course it did, because that's what it should have done. I like it when things do what they're supposed to do. That's just cool. All right. Okay, fine. I can do it from here. Throw in the butter. Throw in the sugar. All right. And let's sleep real quick. Sent me 2 DMs. Okay, I'll take a look at them, Sprite, after stream. So, cool. So this is all doing its thing. Okay, yep, we're getting brown sugar. Okay, we got toffee, and we got caramel. And now it's a matter of, okay. And there's the butterscotch. Okay. We've done it. We've made our toppings. Cool. So what I need to do is get these into a convenient place so that I can, I think maybe I'll move this, but a convenient place for item pickup. Right, so we're going to drop off. Yeah, we're going to drop off here, and then I need those to come around. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, so yeah, so these will come out. We'll run them into some storage, and then maybe I'll set up some fans and blow them up this way for pickup. Okay, we'll set up train stations up there, and then that's how that will work. Okay, that's fine. And so now we'll have those 4 things pick up. I also want to have them set up so that I can also feed them into the cookie factory, because there are cookies, right? There are cookies that use toffee chips, right? I'm just going to use the raw cookies for a minute, but we've got raw cookies with butterscotch chips and like raw chocolate cookies, right? Butterscotch chips, caramel chips, chocolate chips, toffee chips, right? So, and the brown sugar is for export elsewhere. So, yeah. So this is good. And then we'll just end up with a lot of stuff. It'll be fine. Okay, so I guess then if I'm going to do this, let's just do real quick. Let's just set a quick line. Oh, that's all of that I had, huh? I guess that makes sense because I used it all on other things. All right. So let's take this out. And we'll get, no, not that one. This box. Cool. All right. Yeah, this will be good, I think. So we're going to run stuff this way. So we'll run here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. I think that'll be enough room. And one more? Sure, why not? 2, 3. And there. Okay. Is it? All right. I forgot how my things work. It's 2 blocks and then the PSI. Okay. Cool. So these are going to come up to like that. Okay. 2 blocks, and then the PSI will go on top of those. Okay. No problemo. It's fine. All right. Okay, so this will come down kind of like so. Okay, so I'll need to craft up. Oh, geez. I'm out of chutes. Oh, it's like, wait a minute, I'm not out of chutes. I had like 1 trillion of chutes. So many chutes. It's like, oh, chutes. Yep, that's how many chutes I had. Okay. Cool, so we're going to run this, oops, this way. Okay, I'm going to take that out and reverse it in a minute, but we'll go like so. Okay. All right, because this is stuff going this way, and oh no. It's all right, I've caused myself a problem. I will fix it. Okay. We'll see it in a minute. Right. Belts. Okay. All right. See, what's going to happen is I'm going to take these and I'm going to run them around this way and then over here. Except this guy is just going to swing right across like this. And my I'm going to have to come across the belt. So it's not a huge issue. It's just going to be annoying. Okay? So annoying. We'll make it work, but it's definitely going to be... Oh, okay. No. It's just going to be annoying. That's fine. I have been annoying many a time, and we are going to solve that problem. Yeah, I don't want those to go on the same belt, so we'll come out this way. Okay. This is just silliness, and that's going the wrong way, which is, again, not... I mean, I expected it to. So that's going to go there. This will go here. This will go here. And this guy will go here. Now, I am going to be kicking these out so they go a little bit further as well, but it's going to be okay. So the next thing we're going to need is... I think I want... No, I think we'll do andesite funnels. That's okay. We'll do andesite funnels coming out here. All right. And then all of this stuff is going to come across. So, the way this is going to happen... Oh, this is going to be silly, but it's okay. I think what we'll do is we're going to do something like this. Oh, your daughter wants to know which mod pack lets me make pizza. So, pizza. This is the Create Food mod pack. Okay? So it's create:food. You might need to have create mod for that as well. Just a heads up, but yeah, that's the one. Actually, I know you're going to have the... I guess you could craft it in a crafting table. You don't necessarily need create mod, I don't think. But check the dependencies. But yeah, that would do it. It's the Create Food mod. And it's awesome. Okay. 2, 3. So I think what I'm going to do is we are just going to kick this out like this. Okay. Oh yeah, the silliness is ensuing here, I'll tell you. Okay. And then this will come out this way. Okay. Just like that. And we'll slap a dealy bob here. Okay. And then... Yeah. Oh yeah, this is... Hopefully this will be fine. Right, so this will come over this way. Like that. All right. Okay, and I can stop flying now. That would be awesome. Okay. All right, and then I need a gearbox. Gearbox. Cool. So the gearbox here will flip this all around, so that goes like that. All right. And then... Am I lucky enough? Yeah, no worries, Lady Tibona. No worries. Nope, that's the wrong way. Cool. I was sort of hoping it would be going the right way, but it turns out it's not, so... Okay, so that means I can probably tap in right here. There we go. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now this is all going to come out like that. And then we're going to bring stuff in here like so. There we go. Okay, cool. So this is all going to come in this way. So the plan here, right, brown sugar comes out this way. So yeah, so the plan here is to bring all of this stuff over like this. So this belt's going to come across here. Yeah, okay. I think that's right. All right, so this is going to come out to here. And then I'm about to cause myself some... Actually, that's long enough. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. We're going to bring this over here like this. And, oops, come here. Hi. Goes like that. Okay. So we're just going to run a couple of belts across here like this. All right. And then as this... Okay, except these guys are actually going to end up getting shorter, so I need to fix that part. But that's okay. We'll solve this. Yeah. Now this is all easy. This is just, hey, do we know where all this is going? Yeah, probably. Okay. So that goes there, and then this belt will come over here, and this is just a real staggered, you know, dealy bob. Okay, right, so that goes onto that belt. This one comes onto this belt, like this. Okay, got to pucker up your belts and make this. Okay. Nope. Oh, was I in the way? Might have been in the way. Hi, am I in the way? Yep, it's me. I'm the problem. Okay. And boom. All right. Except the fact that this is... Remember when I said I was the problem? Yeah. No, that 100% true. Right there. I'm the problem. All right, so the idea then is all of this is going to come this way. Let's get those in place. So these chests are very much a bridge. Okay? So the way this is going to work is that, all right, let's get these next to each other. Break that. Ah, no. So this goes like that. Okay? I had the wrong things next to each other. Okay. Okay. And then that comes out, and that goes there like that. And then this comes out, and we extend this like that. All right. Wonderful. Say, isn't it great when things work? All right. Now, this, what I'm going to do here is, one, not have stone on that belt. That would be weird. Okay. And let's get our encased chain drives. We'll stick that there like so. All right. And now I need to hopefully get this in the right place. Yes. All right. There we go. See all of our happy, sugary, confectionery goodness? And where it all ends up falling out? That's totally how that's supposed to go. Okay, let's stop that. Okay. Cool. Okay, thank you, Sprite. Yeah. We're good. No, we're fine. So yeah, so the plan here is to take an encased chain drive under each of these. And then we'll blow all of the stuff up into a thing. Okay? So let's get ourselves some PSIs, right? These guys are going to come up here. Let's just throw these up here to cap these. Okay, so now if a train will come by. I need to set up the train stations, but as the trains come by, they can pick up from all of this stuff. Okay. So, I happen to have propellers and stuff because I was kind of expecting to have to make these. Okay. Not quite like I have, but, you know. All right, so... Cool. So the way I'm going to do this is going to be kind of silly. This llama's in the way. Okay. All right, and now let's go ahead and put those away and grab some more belts. So these are going to connect up this way. And actually, let's go like so. I think fairly certain. All right. And now I hope, should we hope together? Should we hope this actually just works and everything's wonderful? Fans pull from below. Well, that's annoying. All right. And items move upward. Perfect. Cool. So now we can put this stuff in. Okay. Whoa, hang on. Okay, so that's caramel. Why is that also caramel? Okay. All right, hang on. One of these things is not like the others. Basically, it's just stupid. Okay, so this guy's going to make caramel. Cool. I just need to set all of my filters, which I'm not. Toffee. This guy's making toffee. Awesome. All right, and now I had some butterscotch around here somewhere. Sprite, did you pick up the butterscotch? Okay. So this is all the caramel. Caramel goes in there. Okay, here, will you toss that to me, please? Okay. All right. Butterscotch is going to happen here. I just want to be sure that the filters are making what they're supposed to, and then this guy is supposed to be making brown sugar, so we'll just be sure that that's all he does. Okay. Wonderful. So now, this guy's supposed to be toffee, so all of this needs to not be caramel. Okay. This looks like we've got toffee all the way up, except for up here. All right. I think we're good. Oh, okay. Perfect. So we have toffee all the way up. Right? Yep, that's toffee. That looks like caramel. That's butterscotch. And that is going to be brown sugar, but I don't think I've got enough brown sugar because it needs... that's going to be the slow one, unfortunately. Because the brown sugar gets split here for one thing to make butterscotch. But it's also dependent on this farm, which is really slow. So, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's supposed to be. I didn't make it to be hyper fast. It just, that's where things are going to back up. But I'm not going to be asking for a lot of, you had some, so you put it on the line. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not going to be pulling a lot of brown sugar at the moment anyway. You are just wrong. Has anyone told you you're wrong? Yeah, you're wrong. Anyway, so that all is going to do its thing. Because brown sugar, said I'm not going to be using it right away. Right? But it is used for making apple pie filling. So if I decide to make apple pies, or, you know, with apple pie filling, I'm going to need some brown sugar, I think. Right. Because apple pie filling, yep, that is pretty much how you make it. Is apples, butter, brown sugar, and regular sugar. So, cool. So I don't think I'll be making a lot of that right offhand, but yeah, you can see we've got just a little bit of brown sugar coming in. So it's not really fast, but it's okay. Also, it's going to slow up a little bit because I need actual sugar here waiting for it. And I'm not feeding sugar into the system anymore. So that will be a problem for future me, building the train to basically go get all the sugar in the world and bring it back here for all of this stuff. Sugar and butter. Okay, but also the other things we're going to be getting off of this system are going to be wheat and stuff. And I've realized now I've done something really silly, so I'm going to have to figure this out. But because I need to be able to pull stuff off this line, or off of at least these 3 lines to make cookies. So I don't think it's going to be hard. It's just something I have to figure out. I think what I'll do is I can just pull into a dropper, just use a chute into a dropper, and have that feed out onto a line when I want to make the cookies. So quick and easy, nothing crazy, and I think that'll work. Because Create Mod is awesome like that. Also, they just live here forever now. Yeah, no, these llamas, this wandering trader, they wandered into the wrong kitchen, and they just live here now. Okay. Unfortunately, I am going to have to fix this because there's a small issue here. So, all right. Okay, so this is, hang on, this is caramel? Yeah, it's caramel. That's butterscotch. And this is toffee. Wonderful. Yeah, I just need to split this line here so that, okay, that's going to come out. It's going to come out. This is going to go this way. And then I need an encased chain drive. Which, okay, guys, I'm sorry. You are in the way. You need to not be in the way. Okay. Okay, you're in the way too. Yep. This is what happens. You're just in the way. And I hate to say it, but you need to not be in the way. All right, so that's going to need to go there. Okay. Nope. That went backwards. Cool. That's just awesome. Cool. Well, I don't know how I screwed that up, but I absolutely did. No. There. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. We'll just put everything back. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's back where it belongs. We totally didn't accidentally just throw everything off the line. And why did I get brown sugar? Or why did I get I don't know why. That's just it. I just don't know why. Okay. Cool. All right, we're probably fine now, I think. Everything is wrong here. Okay. All right, so that should be caramel. This should be butterscotch. This should be toffee. And this is a mess. Okay. No, we're good. We're going to be fine here. All right. All right, we got this. Yeah, so when things backed up and they just ended up going into weird places, and it was fine. All right, I think this is good. So, yeah, so everything should be okay. We're bringing the caramel out here into this line. The toffee goes into this line. The butterscotch goes into the third one, and then the brown sugar goes into the fourth one. Okay, good. And again, the brown sugar and the butterscotch will be slow. But unless I want to go do something really crazy with stuff, that's just... It is what it is. Okay. Well, that's... I think that's a success. We have totally set out to make toffee, caramel, butterscotch, and brown sugar. And have succeeded. So, and, you know, this is a nice little line for fueling everything. So, uh-oh, hi. Apparently I had a butterscotch on the line. Doesn't cook very well, but it is so tasty. All right, butterscotch. Sweet. Any of you old enough to remember Butterscotch Jolly Ranchers? Oh, I loved Butterscotch Jolly Ranchers. They stopped making them years ago, but I loved the butterscotch ones. Okay. Anything else that's going to happen right now? I don't think so. I think what I need to do, now that I have this set up, let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen on Thursday, okay? So now that the toffee is set up, we can come back over here to the cake factory, okay, which is still needing to be finished, okay? But see these three lines here? Toffee, butterscotch, caramel. That's right. We're going to pick these things up so they can run down through the choppy bits. Right? Is that... I think that's how that works. So, right, if I want toffee chips, yeah, I have to run them through slicers. Okay, I think that's the same with the butterscotch. Okay, yep. And the caramel. Yeah, those... oh no, caramel doesn't need anything. Right, if I want a cake with caramel... Or no, caramel chips. Yeah, they go through the slicer. So I'll have to set up some slicers here for those chips, but those are the last ingredients we're gonna need for the cake. So we'll be able to set that up, and then we can start dealing with the cake ordering system and all of that stuff. And then all the fun stuff with the trains and getting all this set up. It'll be a thing. We'll deal with it. But that's why we built that factory over there. And obviously it's not done. It needs a train to come get stuff, but we'll solve that problem in a little bit. The closest thing you loved were Werther's Originals. Oh, Werther's Originals are so good too. Oh, I loved Werther's Originals too. And you can at least still get those. The Jolly Rancher, the butterscotch Jolly Ranchers were so smooth. Oh, it's so creamy. It was great. Okay. Cool. Well, I think that will do it then for today. We've got ourselves a factory making chips and stuff. And then so we'll get the cakes done. And then we'll get to pull cookies and stuff off of this, or this off of this for cookies. And it's going to be great. Oh, sweet. I love it. I love it when things work. It's so nice when things work. But I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. It's been great and awesome. I want to thank my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com who are also great and awesome. And as I said, next stream is going to be Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And if you want to help support the streams, of course, like and subscribe or follow or whatever, and be there for the stream. But you could also become a supporter over at musicfreegaming.com, or you can get merch or all that other good stuff. So check that action out. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.